Hi there. What I want to do here is give you a little video tour of the course site. So if you'll follow my cursor, I can show you a few of the features of the course. Obviously, the first box here is the welcome box, and you've already found the video tour, it's just listed here. And following that, you'll see that every week is divided into two parts. So we have here week 1A, and this is all material that's due Wednesday, June 22nd, by midnight, that is. And so you'll have your week sheet. These are just resources. This is the instructional material, followed by the things you have to do: an assignment, a forum, a class poll, and another forum. Here is week 1B. This material is due at the end of the week. I will make both parts of the week available by the beginning of the week. So if you want to work ahead into week 2, the second part of week 1, you're welcome to. And each week will end with an exam that covers the week's material. I won't show week 2, you can see it here, but you won't be able to see it on your site until we get to it. I'll open up one week at a time. So if you want to look at each week, it begins with the week sheet. This is an overview of the week. If you double click on it, it'll either go to your downloads box or automatically download and open for you. The week sheet will always have some general announcements. Be sure to read those. And they kind of tell you some updates, things going on in the course, things that are coming up. Followed by the activities, just so you can explicitly see exactly what is due by Wednesday and what is due by Sunday. You can keep track of that way. And then following the activities are a list of terms and concepts. And this is the really material you need to prepare for the exam. Again, not just knowing a Webster dictionary definition of these, but really knowing how are these discussed in the lecture and other materials you have, what is their significance. These should help you focus your studies for the exam. You want to get a holistic view from the lecture, so don't just get overly hung up on just saying, if I just learn these, I'll be prepared. But see how they all fit together and fit in with the broader themes. And helping you with that actually will be these analytical questions, because these do kind of try to capture the big themes of the week. But just as importantly, these are the questions that one of these may appear on the essay portion of your exam each week. In fact, one of them will appear. The computer will choose one, and you'll have to write on it. So be sure, read these, I'd say, before you start reading the other material, just so you know what you're looking for. And then think about these as you read on. I would even take some notes on them each week, so you're really prepared to write when it comes to the exam. So I'm going to close that out here. Below the week sheet, you'll always find resources based on the different topics of the week. There's a couple topics this week, so we have liberty and equality, resources on political and economic systems. Each resource unit will include a video of me speaking very briefly for 2 to 4 minutes. That will give you a little introduction to the lecture that's to come. And it kind of tells you a little bit what to think about with the lecture and some things to be aware of and maybe some updates. If you click on the lecture, it will take a minute to download, and then you can open it up from your downloads box. You'll see each lecture is a series of PowerPoint slides followed by some notes at the bottom. And so if we get into this, you'll sort of see the slide. I would always read the slide first and then go read the explanation below it and then probably back to the slide. So I think they're really designed to be sort of interactive between some kind of key points, a key idea, and then some explanation. Some of the pages are a little bit longer than others, as you can see. But really working these back and forth will help you. I suggest printing these out so you can mark them up, because they really are your textbook, so to speak. Following the lecture will either be a required reading, which you should do, which adds on to the lecture. And you can see here there's also a required reading, a required video, and then a supplemental reading. The supplemental readings really are to reinforce general concepts on American politics. So if you don't really understand something like checks and balances or civil liberties versus civil rights, go to supplemental reading. If you're having trouble coming up with material for the essay question, a lot of times there'll be substantive things you can pull into that. I will not be testing on details from the supplemental readings unless they're also in the lecture. You then have assignments and forums. A forum is something where if you click on it, you'll get some specific instructions, and after the instructions what to do, it says click on the discussion below. So here's the discussion below. You click on that. and then one more time click, hit reply as it says here. And once you hit reply, you finally come to the box where you can post your response, blah, 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 and then post to forum. Once you post that within 30 minutes, your classmates will be able to see your response. You can have up to 30 minutes to edit it before it goes public. Also be aware you won't be able to see your classmates post until 30 minutes after you post. So if you're going to respond to your classmates, you need to give yourself a little time for that. To go back to the main course page, you can always just use the back bar here, or you can just go here to the course number at the top bar, and that will take you back. The assignments are just for me to see. Let me take you to a more typical assignment. Here's one, interpreting the Constitution, the Second Amendment will be coming up. So if you click on assignment, you get your instructions, and then below you'll see a box that says add submission. Click on that. A text box will appear. You can type into it, or you could go, if you have a word processor, something like Microsoft Word, you can open that up, type on that, do your editing, your spell checking, and then simply cut and paste it into the box. Once you're done submitting your assignment, push Save Changes, and that's it. You've completed an assignment. So again, let me go back to the course page. Do be aware, sometimes assignments like this one, first one, understanding the syllabus, will look like a quiz. Moodle will call it a quiz. This is only, I think, a 10-point assignment. It's not time, but it looks like a quiz because it's actually going to be a series of multiple choice questions. I'll show you. So once you start the attempt, it will open up, and you can check your answers as you go. But anyway, read the assignments. The assignments are not timed. The actual exams are timed and worth more points. So keep that in mind. So there's basically the types of activities for each week. A couple other things to be aware of. You can go to the participants list here, and you'll see everyone in the class. If you click on their name, whatever they wrote in their profile, you'll be able to see. I think you'll also be able to sort of see a way you can message them if you want to talk to someone about the class. Again, go back here to home site. Course administration, you can see your grades. Click here, all grades. These are all for the entire course. You'll only see, excuse me, you only see the grades that have actually completed grading. But once you see that there's a grade, you can click on the grade and you'll see your score, but also you'll see a comment. So if you click on the grade like that. Also on this grade box, these sidebars can be, if you hit this little arrow to the left, it will move it off to the left. So you can move them to the left, or you can, if they're there, then you can just click on them. If you don't see your, for example, if you don't see your everything under like your grades, here's under course administration, you can, you need to click these little side boxes. Also, if you do that, it moves it off to the side. So you can just play around there. If you want to update your profile, there used to be a nice little edit profile thing right here. Moodle's moved it, so now you have to go back to dashboard, and it's not so intuitive, but if you click on either the empty box there or your picture, that's where you get to the edit profile page. If you want to edit profile, you can write a little blurb. You can put up a avatar or a photo of yourself here. You can add a new picture, anything you want in regards to that. So that is about it. I wish you luck. Have a great semester, and I'll be in touch with you later.